My name is Shozo Sato. I'm the founder of Original Japan House at 1975. Since then, I've been trying to introduce Japanese culture as a part of Asian culture. And today, I have a pleasure of introducing you typical Japanese family secret.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey. I am an intern at Japan House, and today I will be presenting to you the brief history of the ume. Ume. What does it mean? The generally accepted translation for ume is plum, but this might not be the best translation. What is typically called the Japanese plum, or ume, has a scientific name of Prunus mume, which belongs to the subsection group Armanaica. What does this mean? Ume is not a plum. It is an apricot. The ume is well known in Japan for its blossoms. There are many traditional songs and poems written about them. The ume blossoms have also become many families' emblem, and it is not uncommon to have a surname containing ume. There is even a saying, ume helps one escape the difficulties of the day. The ume is also very healthy and has been used as medicine for over 2,000 years. In fact, the oldest medical document in China, with 365 entries, has mention of ume. It said that the ume is good for removing irritation caused by fever, as well as calming the mind and alleviating pain in the limbs. Ume also appears in the oldest Japanese medical document in the form of umeboshi, which is pickled plum. The ume has long been a symbol of health in Japan and is mentioned throughout the Warring State period as a method to boost stamina, and in the Meiji era to fight against cholera and other diseases. These health speculations through history come from the fact that ume is an antioxidant and has enzymes that help with digestion, as well as many other health benefits. During the Edo period, the ume became very popular. Ume trees were planted at each farm, but because harvested ume cannot be eaten right away, many people made umeboshi, or umeshu, which is a Japanese beverage made from sugar, ume, and alcohol. The first description on how to make umeshu came from the book published during this period, called the Han Shoshokan. Although this drink was still a commodity because of the scarcity of sugar, so it probably didn't gain popularity until later in the Edo period. Since then, umeshu has become a staple in Japanese culture. It is used in cocktails like umeshu sour or flaming plum cocktail. It is sometimes even used in cooking food. I hope you enjoy today's instructions on how you can make umeshu at your own home.
I have chosen this nicely wrapped apricot, and then this container have this kind of inner line for airtightness. And so you need this type of container, depend on your wishes for how much of you want to create. And then for this is for okay, and then this is so-called crystal sugar. I purchased in one of the Chinese grocery store. And this is inexpensive vodka. Since you're going to create your own flavor, so the quality of the vodka is cheaper is better in a sense. So I have been doing this for many years, and my family also have been doing this for many years. And so I will show you how it's been done. Obviously, these are already pre-washed. And this plum has been washed and then placed on sunlight for one whole day. And to become a little bit more condensed in a flavor, in a sense. Of course, in Japan, if you're doing this in Japan, you can make it without government permission. This is the only one you can make at home. And then Japanese ume apricot is usually small, green, still unripe, and that's have a powerful sour taste. And if commonly say if you eat green apricot, Japanese apricot, you're going to end up in diarrhea. And so please be aware that is purely for umeshu purpose, and then to eat as a fruit have to be mature. So I'll move this plate out. And then this is the crystal sugar I'm going to pour over. Well, this is about right. But to make it little nice and sweet, you can add another bag. Why crystal sugar? Crystal sugar takes time to melt it down. But if you put regular refined sugar, they melt it right away, and they will not blended well with the extracted juice from the fruit. So this slowly melted, and while the fruit flavor is coming up from fruit itself. And then I will leave this usually after I pour vodka and seal, at least 5 years. And then the fruit, apricot, this size becomes small, and then become only stone. The skin become all dry out. And so the entire flavor of the fruit have been extracted, mixed in the vodka. So I will say this is the right amount. And then I'm going to pour this inexpensive vodka, happened to be on a sale. And actually, when you complete it, this is quite strong in a sense. And therefore, commonly you can add hot water in the winter time or ice for summertime, or you can blend with a straight vodka to make it more in a sense. So this should be coming about equal amount. So almost 1 to 1 of apricot, and 1 is crystal sugar, and then on top same amount you can see in this jar of vodka. Oh, I must say, this is perfect. The entire bottle is empty. And you put lid on, and if you don't have even this, I recommend put tape, shipping tape, something strong to become totally airtight, and then leave it for at least 5 years or 3 years, depending on how long you can wait. But 5 years is best. And then after 5 years, what's going to happen is, like this one, I have my own label made, and this is our family tradition for many years. I don't know if you can see back there, the big jar, blue and white jar, upside down. That is our family tradition. For many generations, we made at home, and that jar full of this plum liqueur, or apricot liqueur. And then we enjoy for years, because this is not for get drunk, but just for enjoy the flavor after dinner. I hope your project will be successful, and looking forward to hear how wonderful taste it is. And now I think I'm going to ask Diana, would you please come and taste this, and then report to the people how do you feel about this taste.
Thank you, Sensei. It has a very, very rich apricot flavor, Very light sweetness, but you can definitely feel the warmth radiating. It's very delicious, and I highly recommend trying this at home. Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy Japanese apricot liqueur. People say wine, but it's not wine, more like liqueur. And so I hope you enjoy that. Each season you can keep making for all your friends and family. In the United States, you can purchase this type of apricot almost all year round these days. But of course, in Japan, in ancient time, have to be on a certain time. So you can make it anytime, but when you choose how ripe or how unripe, as I mentioned before, in Japan we use unripe small, still green, but that is for enjoying the sour taste. And in this case, more likely for after dinner liqueur, therefore, instead of sourness, the fruitiness is more important. And therefore, I usually choose reasonably ripe apricot. Once you have stored this way, and then you have an airtight tape wrap around, and then keep it somewhere dark. If you live in the sun, they will explode with alcoholic, expanding. So you don't have to put it in the refrigerator, but somewhere in the house where the reasonably cool, dark spot. You don't want to open, but of course you want to taste it, how they are. And so you may open and taste it. And then when you taste it, please do mix well, because if you taste from only top, you see nothing but alcohol, vodka taste. And so in that way, you can, after you taste it, if you want to wait for another year and then put back, and then put it back to where you had the storage. And this way you can enjoy. If you keep making every year, you don't have to wait 5 years. You can enjoy from the 4th year in the past, etc. Thank you. Have a wonderful summertime.